Hey everybody, this is my 1 minute NQ signals and overlays scalp strategy using LuxAlgo premium toolkits. The heart of the strategy starts with this window, which is the NQ 1 minute ultimate scalp. Okay, if you go to the link tree, which I'll open right here, it's this top chart. So these charts are all numbered to kind of make it organized for you to see. Also, the instructions are right here on the link tree that you can follow along. It'll explain everything going on with the charts. But this is basically your main chart, which is the NQ 1 minute scalper. And you take all your trades here, but you don't use this necessarily first. First, you go to your supporting windows, which are, this is an O2B, so it's labeled. O2A is like a 1 minute support, but I didn't feel like putting it as B, even though should technically be A. I just felt like it's a lower time frame, so I put it as A. But this should be your second chart. Is O2B NQ support, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. Okay, this is where you're gonna take your trades at. I mean, get the direction of the stock. Or the futures price or whatever. The 10 minute probably has the most weight. You'll use the 10 minute, and you want to make sure that they're all in alignment, like the 10 minute, the 5 minute, and the 3 minute. If they're all saying green, which they are right now, then you're going to come back to your 1 minute chart, okay? And you're only going to take green entries or green dots. You can do entries on the green dots, any of these green dots, or you can do entries on the signals, the bullish entries or whatever. Now, that's pretty much all there is to it. You're going to look on the higher time frames, determine the direction of the stock. Then you're going to take your entries on here with the, with the signals. Next thing, okay? Sometimes the 3, the 5, and the 10 minute is not quite accurate, and they might be showing some chop. Like the 5 minute might show bearish. Like there's a time right here at like 10 a.m. today. The 10 minute was showing bullish. The 5 minute was showing bearish. So what do you do in that position, okay, when these charts are all not in alignment? Now that's when I've included a higher time frame chart. That's when you're going to go up here. This is a 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, okay? These are all been saying bullish for a long time. So these actually even have more weight than the 10 minute, the 5 minute, and the 3 minute. But if you're just taking trades based on these being bullish, the swings are going to be a lot higher. Like you might take a bullish entry and it might go way down because the range of bullish price action for these charts is a lot larger than maybe the 10, the 5, and the 3. So you really want to take the entries based on these charts. But like I said, if these charts are looking a little bit funny, like right here earlier today, the 10 minute was doing this. It was doing a bunch of choppy stuff right here. And I was taking bearish entries, and it was okay for a while, and then it just reversed. So I had to get out of my position and try to reverse or whatever. And that's the thing, is that no strategy is foolproof, but like when you see something like this, like it's getting choppy here, then it's showing bullish here, but it's still showing bearish here, like that's when you need to go to the higher time frames, and then they'll give you the confirmation. And then you can even look, I'm going to include the 4 hour and the daily. This is 2-in-1. You can look here too to kind of get an idea. And as you can see, the 4 hour and the daily were also bullish. So, if you're not, you basically want to go, you want to see, as much confluence as possible, meaning everything in alignment. And if you don't see it, you just go to a higher time frame to check. And then, if you're seeing some chop, you'll just go to a higher time frame and just make sure to where you finally see everything's green. When you see that, then or everything's red or whatever, you get a clear answer. If this chart isn't giving you a clear answer, go to the next chart. If this wasn't giving you a clear answer, then go to the next chart. One of these charts out of 3 should give you a clear answer on the direction of the stock. So once you determine that, okay, then you're going to come back to your 1 minute, right? And like I said, you're just only going to take, if it's green, if the candles are green on those charts, you only want to take the green, you know, entries on the 1 minute scalper. If it's red, you're going to want to take the red ones. And purple, I would just say with purple candles, I just go with whatever the, you know, the symbol says. So let's say right here, let's say right here, okay? You had red, you had a red signal, but then you start having purple candles. I would still go bearish here. If everything was lined up bearish, right, but it was just showing purple candles, since it printed a red bearish, you know, entry, you just keep taking bearish trades until that trend's over, you know. And but this wasn't, I don't feel like this was a good bearish signal because these signals were so choppy earlier today. They didn't really, you know, this wasn't good. So like I said, you want to make sure that, like, I'll show you a good area maybe where there's purple candles on a 10 minute and it's bearish. Let's see if, or bullish. We could see either or, because purple will be bullish or bearish depending. Like right here maybe, you know, right here would be a good, like, I don't know, something's telling me it just came from a long downtrend here, and then you're getting purple candles, but you had a green signal. I would take it up, even though you're under the smart trail. But I mean, if you wanted to be safe, you could, you know, wait till you crossed the smart trail and then you got into the blue, and then you could take trades right here. But it's all up to you and how you want to do it and manage risk and everything. But that's just that's all I'm saying, is that, like, just go off of the color of the signal printed, and the purple candles will just, whatever the signal print, just pretend the purple candles are that signal, you know, unless otherwise, you know. But this purple signal, I mean, these purple candles and this red signal, I would not have took, because there was too much other evidence that, you know, the price wasn't going to go lower. So, you know, like I said, when in doubt, just go up to higher time frames, and they'll show you a little bit. They should show you a little bit clearer where the price is going. And then, you know, you just come back to your 1 minute, right, and you take your entries. So right now we're in green. We're gonna wait till this, you know, move is done. We got a green dot here, so this could, like, let me just show you guys the, you know, paper trade or something. Show you guys like a, you know, paper trade with this strategy. So, because we got a green dot here, so let's buy. Okay. Now I could lose on this because we technically haven't gotten a green dot yet, and there's a lot of red money flow. But I don't know. I trust these green dots. I mean, they've been back tested for certain hours. It's not back tested for this time that I'm trading right now. It's like 1:35 p.m. on the West Coast, so the stock market's closed. But, you know, I still think that, you know, these green dots are still somewhat accurate. But anyway, I'm sure it's going to be a green signal soon, because, oh, there we go. Now we just got a big green candle. You see what I'm saying? Now, sell it. Oh, well, it went down, but, oh, okay, we're still up. All right, sell it. Boom. All right. Anyway, that's basically what you're going to do. You know, that's scalping. It's going to be a trade. Like, that's how you want to do it, like that fast. So you don't want to hold it for a long time. You just want to, you know, you buy. You're going to let the price go up, you know, a little bit. Maybe you want to go to the blue line if you think it's going to the blue line. And then you're just going to sell, you know, and, like, you're not going to hold it long. You know, that's what this chart is meant for. It's just meant for quick scalps. You might be able to scalp this whole move. Like, just for the purposes of this video, I'll stay in this move as long as it, you know, tells me to. But, you know, usually when I scalp on a prop firm where you're trading the futures, I'm just going to be quickly buying and selling, you know, instead of buying and holding. And then I want to explain something in this link tree, okay? Let me show you guys how to use. So my recommended position size For a 50K account, you want to take 3 to 4 micros at a time, up to 12 total. 100K account, 6 to 8. 150K account, 1 minute at a time, up to 3 total. So basically, you can buy 3 times before you might want to stop out, you know? So, like, let's say this trade didn't work, right? I could stop out right here, right? Or I could wait a little bit and take another entry, you know, which is that's what I normally do, because you're scalping and you're trading it so fast. If you put a stop loss like every time, you need to put like a loose stop loss, because if you put a stop loss too close, you'll just keep hitting your stop and you won't actually make any money, because you'll just keep getting stopped out because the price is going to. Right now, there's not any volume because the market's closed, but like, if you are not, like, I recommend to take like 3 positions per trade. If the trade starts going against you, I would say take like another position. So here we got another green dot right here. So let's buy this again. Okay. And so now we've taken 2 entries, but we don't know what's going to go up yet. But now we have like it's like called DCA. You can't do this on Apex, but on Topstep you can do it. And you see now I'm only down 15 because whatever entry I took up here and this entry down here has averaged out to only $15 down or whatever. I think personally that's better than stopping. But after a certain point, you might want to set your stop like at the bottom of either at the smart trail or at one of these lines like the trend tracer or the trend catcher. You could set your stop down there if you really wanted to, if you want to be safe. But I think you'll win more trades if you don't set like too heavy of a stop. Don't set too quick of a stop, because you'll get stopped out trying to scalp. Price, it fluctuates too much. So give yourself some room with the stop loss. If you do use a stop, and then even if you do use a stop, I still recommend, taking up to like 3 positions and, buy at the best, buy on those dips or whatever if it's down, or buy on those peaks if it's up, and then that should give you the best chance to, make your profits without going crazy with the stop loss. Like, stop loss is all good, but I just think, you got to just be delicate with it. Don't like, people stop. Like, I don't know. That's why I don't like to trade too much with stops, because it's like, it gets too, it's stopping my trade. Like, the thing will go down, hit your stop, and then come right back up. A lot of times it's better just to like take another position once on that dip, and then it comes back up, and now you're in a profit, and it barely broke even on your first position, but your first position broke even, but your second one profited because you bought it so low. So I like that idea, more than, just stopping out all the time, or you just took that one position and now you're waiting for it to come back. That takes forever. This is scalping, so you want to do it quick. So now we're getting a green candle, and a green bullish entry, and now we're up. So, on the prop firms, it doesn't work like this. But all right, there we go. We made some money, Okay, so now we're out of that position. Both of those positions were profitable. That's basically, how you're gonna do this, and you can't do that on Apex, okay? But Topstep is fine. You can do this. Just, mind the daily loss limit, and that's why I say, to keep your position sizes for these accounts. For a 50K, you want to do 3 to 4 micros at a time. Only take up to 12 micros total. If your trade's not hitting there, just get out, Same thing with the 100, because you can always get back in and make that right back. But, like, if you take too big of a position size, you'll hit your daily loss limit. 100K, 6 to 8 micros, up to 24 total, 3 to 4 entries before exit. And then for the 150K, 1 minute at a time, up to 3 total, 3 entries max before exit. So that's what that is. That's part of my strategy. And then let me go over the indicators so you can read along with this now. And I'll explain everything, how I'm using everything. So on the 1 minute chart, okay, on the scalper, the entries, that's your entries. Your dots are your entries. Okay, your candle colors is the direction the price is going in. The trend tracer and the trend catcher are like basically dynamic support and resistance lines, and they also tell you what direction the price is going. If they're green and blue, that means it's bullish. If it's, you know, red and orange, that's bearish. You know, smart trail is the same. It's a support, a dynamic support and resistance, and it's also determining, you know, the direction of the price. If it's blue, it's bullish. Red, bearish. Resistance zones, I'm using that obviously as reversal zones as a reversal area. So if you're deep in a reversal zone, you know, you don't want to take trades up here because it's so deep in the reversal zone. You know, right here, look, it's starting to, you know, it reversed out of the reversal zone, and then, you know, down here it was down, and then boom, it went way up. So a lot of times when you're at a reversal zone, the price is going to reverse, hit the other zone. And here's something else I found out. If it's in a nice trend, it might hit the same reversal zone up to 3 times before it reverses. So if you're in like a nice uptrend, let me go back a little bit, maybe a couple days, because the market's been trending up. Let me show you guys. Like, okay, like right here. So here we've got one big reversal zone. Hit 2, 3, like maybe not exactly, but pretty close, right? Well, we got, okay, this one definitely hit the reversal zone. This one definitely hit, and then, so we got 2. But you see, sometimes they can do multiple hits on the reversal zone before the price, you know, starts turning around. Then you see it started kind of turning around a little bit. And then same thing down here. I know this is a lot of signals, but like, 1 reversal zone hit, 2 reversal zone hit, 3 reversal zone hit. Boom. Now it looked like it reversed. Now we're hitting the other side. So it can hit the reversal zone basically 3 times. A lot of times it'll hit 3 times before it reverses, but sometimes it'll just hit once and then hit the other one, you know, but if it's a smaller trend. But if it's in a big trend, it might hit it up to 3 times. I don't know if it can do more than that before it reverses, but so that's something you can keep in mind. Okay, the oscillator matrix. This smaller one up here, this is where you're gonna take, you know, quick entries. You get a green dot printed, you take an entry. You can take an entry with that. Also, this is a slower one. Also, if you look right here, the bars on the bottom, red and green, that kind of shows you the direction of the price. If you got a lot of red and there's no green up here, that means like the price is going down, you know, despite what this might show you. And then, if, you know, vice versa. If you got a lot of green and not a lot of red, you know, the price is going up. The brighter the green, the brighter the red, the more it's going to go that direction. And this is just for the hyperwave, you know, this is just, you know, you're just buying on dots here. This is just a quick scalper. This one is like the full hyperwave one. I mean, the full oscillator matrix, and I've edited, I've back tested it to where these are the best setting for, you know, the time period that we're going to be trading, which is 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And this is the best signal sensitivity for profit. So, you know, you can buy green dots, sell on, you know, gray dots. You know, money flow is a good one to see. You know, if you got that green money flow coming in, a lot of times the price goes up. A lot of times when the money flow changes too from red to green, when it flips, that's when you get those big, you know, those big moves up. And then also like when it flips down, sometimes you'll get a big move down depending on what's going on with the price. So, and then also the confluence bars, these are like confluence. You know, you see the red here, it's doesn't have a lot of bullish, you know, energy left in it, a lot of red money flow too, so you have to wait a little bit before it starts going up. You know, and that's basically, you know, how these indicators work. I think I explained the Bollinger Bands and I explained the MACD, but if not, this is the Bollinger Band %B on the higher time frames. When the price is at the top, it's like a reversal zone basically. It's probably going to drop. When the price at the bottom, it's probably going to rise. Same thing with the MACD. You got these green, it's just the histogram part. You got the green candles, price going up. The green gets less green, price starts going down. More red, price starts going down. Less red, price starts going up. And you can see the price pretty much follows the direction of the histogram and the Bollinger Band %B. So that's pretty much all that's all there is to it. Last thing I want to show you guys, when you're scalping, always look at the price right here. This is a good way, actually a good thing. And the day's range, if you see it breaks a high, you're in an uptrend, you're just going to keep going up. So just keep buying those dips, as you're in that uptrend, especially if it broke the day's range. If it had just broke the day's range and it dropped down, just wait till it bottoms a little bit, start buying it back up, because it's probably going to go back up. Vice versa, it breaks the day's range at the bottom, it might start going even lower. But yeah, looking at this price right here is a good way to gauge, entries and exits and stuff. You can see where the price gets stopped at, to see the actual price and not just a candle. Sometimes it's good to look at the actual price. That's pretty much it. I'll show you guys how I use Topstep. I actually have my window like this usually. And I don't think I can actually, the reason I haven't showed you Topstep, I think it's closed right now.
Order rejected.
Yeah, I can't actually take trades right now because the market's closed. So that's why I didn't want to, put this on here. But this is actually how I have my Topstep set up. This is my prop firm that I use, Topstep. And yeah, that's how I use it. I just only have the buy, sell, and then the positions. Because I don't want to see, this is how they have it. I don't want to see all this. I do have some indicators on here, but I don't want to see their charts because it's not as good as LuxAlgo. So I'll just only put the order panel on. And then if you do have Topstep, join bid sometimes is a lot better than buying at market. So I like to join bid because that's where everybody's buying at. So it'll buy on a dip, dips down a little bit. It'll give you that lower price, and then hopefully it'll go up. You can sell it, you can scalp really quickly. So, yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Good luck.